Welcome to Healthy Humor. It is your girl, Alicia Bridges, with the Healthy Humor Show. And I think there's someone else that's supposed to be here. I'm sorry, I forgot your name.
Hi, everybody. Welcome to Healthy Humor. And this is the Daniel Garza half-hour talk show. So welcome.
You know what, Daniel? At this point, I'm so exhausted just socially. I'm socially exhausted right now. I've had such a long day. I might just let you do the show by yourself, like for real.
Whoa. I don't know how to react to this. Are you not going to argue with me tonight?
Yeah, I'm out of it.
Alicia, but half of my attraction to you is arguing.
Oh my gosh. See, that's why I say men like crazy women. That right there.
Well, if I'm going to go for women now.
Oh, yeah.
First, if she's got to be taller than me. You're taller than me. Check.
I am taller than you.
Yes. She's got to be gorgeous. You are gorgeous. Check.
Oh my gosh.
She's got to be fashionable, which you are. Check.
Uh-oh.
And in order for us to have a good relationship that borderlines on that love-hate frenemy line, well, then you're the perfect one.
Okay, I'll take it.
I mean, I would give up my gay card for you.
Damn.
Yeah.
Give up the gay card?
I would give up the only other woman that I've actually said that about is Alicia Silverstone.
I am absolutely honored that you to turn in your gay card.
Can you turn up your blah dial up a couple of notches and so we can have a conversation here?
That Albert. Sure.
So tell me about this. Tell me about this social exhaustion. What's going on?
I'm just tired of talking to people. I've been talking to people all week. I'm just exhausted. You know how you have a physical exhaustion and then you have a mental exhaustion. Well, I don't know if other people use this, but I am socially exhausted. I just need some me time. I don't want to talk to anyone. I just want to be alone. Have you ever experienced this feeling, especially when we're at conferences, like the health conferences, and you're around people all freaking day? I love the experience, but I just be needing some me time.
Especially at conferences, we go to all these advocate conferences or specialty conferences. There is no quiet because you're at the conference and you're talking about whatever it is you're there for. And then let's go to lunch. I mean, you're 5 seconds of, how are you doing? How are you doing? Everything's great. Well, let me tell you what I'm doing in my area. And you're like, no, not over my chicken. Because for those of you that don't go to conferences, they always have chicken. But you're over your fried chicken, eating, trying to chew on it, and you're talking shop.
Or you get in a situation where it's whose life is more screwed up than the other. I've talked about this before. I'm I've started to feel pain in my knee. Arthritis is flaring up. Oh, well, yeah, my whole left arm is numb. And then I'm oh, okay, your arm is numb. Well, the doctor said they're going to have to take my hand off.
Wait, I think the best way to demonstrate this to people is pretend you and I are bumping into each other at a conference and we haven't seen each other in a year.
Okay.
So walk. Oh my God, Alicia, I haven't seen you in a year.
I know. Oh my goodness.
I love your hair. You look awesome.
Thank you.
So what's up with you, girl?
Well, life is okay, but, I just went to the doctor and they told me I might not even have psoriasis.
Oh my God. Well, my life is just average. And I had 2 doctor visits this week. And all this HIV thing might have been a scam.
What? Yeah. No.
Yes.
You think you've been scammed? Well, I heard all I need to do for my psoriasis is to get my gut right. And then I wouldn't have psoriasis anymore. It'll be gone.
Girl, I am about to go to Brazil to find this doctor that all I have to do is kill a virgin chicken, drink the blood, no more cancer ever.
Wow. Well, I heard that if I get some Beyonce spit and I rub it on my plaques of psoriasis, not only will they go away, but I don't know. And that's the point where you're
I'm going to go somewhere that's not here. I'm just
Right.
going to
I was
walk.
about to say some like really extreme, like.
But, I get you because I don't know how, if this happens to you, but I hang out and I work with some of the same friends. So we go out to eat and it's shop talk. We hang out, it's shop talk. We go to work, shop talk.
Yeah.
And then by the end, I'm just so exhausted. Like even my podcast has suffered because I'm not as invested in it as I used to be. I'm tired.
Yeah. So it's like, okay, what do you do to help alleviate that social exhaustion? Because I know a lot of people who are going to be listening to the show have probably been in a situation where they were just tired of talking to people. So like, what tools do you use to kind of give yourself that self-care other than masturbation? Give yourself that self-care.
And unfortunately, I talk to myself when I'm masturbating.
Oh.
So yeah, I call myself Buttercup. So I say, "Hey Buttercup, you're feeling kind of good, Buttercup."
Talk about self-care.
Talk about self-care. What do I do? It gets to the point where I don't even want to watch television because it's just too much talking. Usually some meditation music with no words on it. Anything with no words so that while I'm working, I'm not thinking about it. It's just music. Does that make sense? Especially with everything that's going on in our country. This week we had voting, we've had shootings, we've had all kinds of different things, and it's tiring.
It is. I think the other aspect of like the social exhaustion is the emotional component, because typically like my friends always, like I'm the person they call when they're going through some crap. So I kind of feel like I'm always on. I always have to be emotionally, available. And I'm just like, yo, like I'm tired. And then like when you try to take you time, sometimes people take that personal, but I'm like, whatever, you just have to get over it. So I don't know.
What do you like to do when you get home and don't have to talk to anybody else besides masturbate?
Stare up at the ceiling. Sometimes that's kind of fun. Sometimes I like to just listen to music. I'm really weird, right? Because I listen to like really hard trap music. Trap music is like hip hop, but then I'm like also a fan of like hard rock. And I don't want anybody revoking my black card, but I like hard rock.
Wow. I did not picture you for a hard rock. Are you like 80s hard rock?
You know what? I'm 90s, early 2000s.
Okay.
Yeah, it's crazy. And I've tried to like find hard rock music of today, but I can never find. And then none of my friends listen to hard rock. So it's like,
well, it is an oddity to find a black woman who's into hard rock.
Yeah.
Yeah, just like you never found.
Like they have a name for it. It's like where they're like, yeah. I don't like that.
If that's the kind you listen to?
No.
Oh.
That's what I don't like.
Okay, yeah. Like, I hate you. You're the worst. Go to devil. Ooh, Satan is our king. Ooh. Yeah, I used to have a high school friend that listened to that. This is in Mexico. And when I would go to Texas, I would give him singles and stuff from like those underground stores in Dallas.
Yeah.
And he would be like, ooh, can you bring me something hard? And it was like really hard to find. And especially for
you bring me something hard?
Yeah, I was like, I could, but I don't got to go so far for that. But he was cute though. Yeah. Because your position is kind of as hard to find as it was to find Latin people on the Lawrence Welk show. There just never was any. It was all white.
Right.
Yeah. So I just don't picture you. Do you headbang and stuff, or?
You know what? So he has a heavy metal rock band.
What?
Yeah, and it's like a mix of hip hop and heavy metal. And so I was listening to him the other day because I'm trying to find something up to date so I don't have to keep listening to the same 5 early 2090 songs that I like. But yeah, I can like really get into it.
Wow. I'd like to hear from people and find out what they do to fight that social fatigue. So yeah, social fatigue, because I had presentations this morning at a high school, 2 classes, and then I came home and I have a dinner to go to, and I keep pushing it. It was supposed to be 5:30, And then I was like, no, I have a thing. How about 6? And then I was like, oh, you know what? I won't be done. How about 6:30?
Right.
I'll be honest. Don't tell anybody. But I was waiting for the text back that said, you know what? Never mind. Let's do it another day. But dang it never came.
Okay. Never came. I've never heard that before. However, I do have a question.
Okay.
Why not just say, hey, you know what? I'm really tired tonight. I don't want to hang out. What's the issue with that?
Because there's really nothing to eat here at home that I'd have to cook, and I'm more exhausted. I don't want to cook.
Okay.
Like I could throw a quick bag of spaghetti together, whatever. But that's not really what I want. Oh, and that plays into my fatigue too. I had a couple of very high level anxiety days this week. And then I had to work with a couple of people actually one person that I don't really like working with. So that gives me a little more anxiety because we're not teaching the students what we need to teach. She's going on some other road. I don't know where she is. So I need comfort food, and tacos are my comfort food.
Okay.
Last night was one of those nights. We had a presentation to make, and it was at a college, and then the person that was guiding us got lost.
Oh, gosh.
And we couldn't find the classroom. And then when we finally got to the classroom, they'd already dismissed everybody. It was a wasted night for me. I get anxious that we're not there on time.
Right.
And then I get anxious because now the teacher's going to think I'm not professional, even though it wasn't my fault. So I had a big old, I know how this is going to sound. I had a big old piece of carne asada, a big piece of meat last night.
Ooh.
And let me tell you
about that.
I almost swallowed the whole thing whole.
You know what? I cannot.
Well, it's all in the gag reflex.
I'm taking notes.
I think most gay guys are right up there with boa constrictors and lockjaws.
You know what?
I'll just leave that one there. I'll let that one slide.
We're going to have to talk off air so I can get some tips.
You know what? I should do an educational video.
No, legit. I would definitely watch and cash app you for those tips.
Yeah. No gag reflex with Daniel Garza.
You know what? You might have to do your own pilot. I mean, it's your own spinoff. I hope my mom isn't listening. She'll have a fit.
Yeah. I'll do it with vegetables, so it'll be a vegetarian show for everybody to watch.
So vegans can be
a vegan, yeah.
Daniel is vegan friendly.
The Daniel Garza No Gag Show, now in vegan. Brought to you by Chiquita Bananas.
Oh, God.
See, but this is really cool. Talking about social fatigue, this is a really great way to relieve some of that fatigue.
Yeah, it is.
Just don't talk about work.
At least you won't be doing a lot of talking.
No. I hope. Well, that could be like one of those police sobriety tests. If you can get a banana whole and say your ABCs.
You know what?
That's going to be, I tell you, when I get home, good thing I don't drink, because that would be a drunk video later tonight, man.
Yeah.
That'd be on Twitter tomorrow.
That's hilarious.
So what's on your agenda coming up? What's happening with you?
Well, I'll be in New York this weekend for a patient advisory board, which I'm excited about. But I just haven't been able to rest. Like, I have not had the opportunity to rest. I'm probably not going to get that opportunity until Sunday, which seems so far away. And it's like, I'm so grateful and thankful for the opportunities, but I'm just so freaking tired. And then I get grouchy and, I already have like a really smart ass mouth and I get really sarcastic. So...
What's the maximum level of energy that you will use on your off day?
On Sunday?
Yeah. Like, what's the most active thing you'll do so you can rest?
I'm definitely going to go get my hands and my feet done. Yes. I mean, you get pedicures.
I do. Mani-pedis and eyebrows.
So I have a real, my love language is touch. So anytime I go get my feet done, I'm like, wow, the person who's doing my pedicure is really in love with me. Like, they really care about me. And I don't even know this person. They're a stranger, but I just feel so loved. I'm like, wow, they're hitting on me. They're just doing their job. I know they don't give foot massages to anybody else like this. It's just me. It's something about me.
We've talked about this before, about your connection to people, the way you connect to people. That's interesting. I don't know where to go with that.
Well,
I'll be afraid to hug you next time, or maybe I won't. Or maybe I won't.
He really did give up his gay card. Oh
3 seconds is the extent of my hugging because I don't like touching people because of the energy. But maybe I'll give you an extra couple of seconds there. What's up, girl? How you doing?
Yeah. How you doing?
The last time we spoke, I told you I was taking a stand-up comedy class.
Okay.
And I finished the class.
Yay.
We did our performance on November 3rd. We did our showcase. So for anybody listening, that video is up on my page. So you can go check it out. It's only like 6 minutes long. I think it went well. I think I was funny. I did a little bit of colorectal jokes.
Okay.
Because nothing says jokes like talking about my ass. And then I talked about Latin women in church. How can you not laugh at women in church? That's hilarious.
Well, I'm definitely going to go watch your video and I'm going to send you some of my latest material. Like my whole 5-minute set was about penis. So I'm sure you'll enjoy that set. So I'll send it to you.
Anything penis related, I am willing to accept.
In more ways than one.
Yes, because those would go really well with my butt jokes.
Boom.
Thank you.
Some sounds.
And also this week, if I can brag a little bit.
Yes.
I was invited to a luncheon with one of the directors of one of the HIV agencies here in Orange County and one of the board of directors. And I'm being considered as a potential board of director for one of the agencies.
That's so awesome.
Yeah, thank you. It's something that I've wanted for a long time, but talking about social fatigue, I'm kind of thinking like, what do I have to give up to make time for this?
Well, at least you won't have to give up ass.
No. When you've been an anal cancer survivor, I think you've given up enough ass.
You know what? I cannot.
I always tell people that after all the checkups and doctor's visits that I've had, I finally realized what it's like to be a Muppet.
Wow. Where are the boom?
That was the joke. I've had more hands on my butt than a Muppet.
I got the joke, but it sounds like a good time to me. That's a Friday night for some people.
The good thing about anal cancer is that when you go visit your doctor, you're going to get some. There's going to be some hanky-panky going on there.
Do they at least buy you a drink before they do it?
Only when you're going to have a colonoscopy.
You know what?
Yeah, for those of you that have had a colonoscopy, you know what I'm talking about.
I've never had one, but I know what you're talking about.
Yes. The sad thing is that I usually feel like those visits are one-sided love because I'm really giving all I can to that moment. And the doctor's just, giving me the finger.
In the next episode of Daniel's Ass.
When you look at your doctor lovingly and he doesn't reciprocate, you feel hurt. It's just, I feel it from the top of my head to the bottom of my butt.
You know what? I remember going to the gynecologist, right? And I'm just, laying there, spread eagle, she's doing her thing, checking me out. And I'm like, I'm sorry, what's your name again? Usually I before somebody goes down there, I usually get their name first. Usually not this,
That's the problem with free clinics, Alicia. Stop going to free clinics. Because those rotating doctors, you never know where they've been. You never know where their hands have been.
You know what? I was talking to some of my friends yesterday about having a male gynecologist. And a lot of them are really freaked out about that. And I'm like, I don't care. I read ego. I'm like, just look in there and make sure everything is tight and right. I don't have an issue with a male gynecologist. And so I was talking to this one male gynecologist and, he was asking me my sexual history. And he was like, the last time you had sex, did you have protected or unprotected? And I said, protected. And he says, oh, well, that's too bad. The rest of my friends didn't think that was very funny. But I thought my sense of humor is so cruel.
like,
I was like, you know what? Yeah, goodness gracious.
You're like, well, it was unprotected because there was no safety bars on the bed. We could have fallen at any time. And the hammock could swivel. So it was very unprotected. We were not being safe on that one.
Listen.
Honestly, do you mind like a male gynecologist?
I don't care.
You don't really care?
I absolutely do not care. I feel like I'm such a free spirit. I'm like, and usually there's a nurse in the room, but
yeah, I don't think that I could handle a female colorectal doctor.
Really?
Yeah. Okay, this is gonna sound, it's not meant funny, but it is funny. I don't know that I could handle a woman standing behind me, putting her fingers up my butt. Like, I'm not that gay. I'm not that open-minded.
You're not that gay.
Yeah, I'm not that open-minded. The only thing I can imagine would be like a strap-on going on back there. And then usually Christians in the room, I don't want him to watch me being taken over by a woman. Wow. Where's my manhood? Where's my macho? I mean,
wow.
I would lose my Latin card for that if a woman was standing behind me with her fingers up my butt.
Wow.
Nothing against women. I've had female doctors. I just couldn't handle a colorectal female doctor.
Thank you for that TED Talk. That was really awesome.
Let me tell you folks about, and maybe it is because I am a gay man that having a man behind me is not so.
Yeah, that's so interesting. That's a really interesting dynamic to me.
But a female doctor, yeah. I've had female doctors when I've been in for my other checkups, like for the scrotum, and we've touched my balls, and they've done everything. I've had a female do that, and I have like no feeling whatsoever. Like, go for it. Be happy.
Right.
So I know if I get letters from you.
I always wonder, is it art for doctors who do this kind of stuff, like this intimate stuff, like gynecologists? Like, wonder if you have a male gynecologist that's attracted to you.
That is my fantasy right there. That is my Danielle Steele. Sure. That's my Danielle Steele Lifetime Movie of the Week moment. Okay. Just imagine it. Like, I'm laying there on the checkup bed, and the doctor has like his fingers, because he's doing the checkup for the colorectal, because that's the latest thing. Gosh. And then all of a sudden he says, as long as we're being intimate, I need to tell you, I love you. And you can't turn around because, you got fingers up your butt and stuff. And you're like, wait. Let me put my pants on. Well, let me take my pants off. Hold on. I don't know. That would be really, of course.
The last time someone had their fingers up my butt and they said they loved me, I was married. So.
That's not a very nice Lifetime Movie of the Week.
Well, Daniel, I think that we've come to the time where we have to end this. It's over.
Are we at the bottom of it all?
We are at the bottom of it all.
So
what are you doing next week? What do you got?
What do I got coming on? I think I just have a couple actually, no. Next week I'm kind of free for the week. It's going to be an off week because I'm going to Seattle for the weekend. So all my friends up there in Seattle, I will see you up there.
I don't have too much going on. I have a conference coming up. I'm really excited about that. Cool. Until next time when we see each other, baby.
Yes, honey. Where can they find us?
Next to each other. No. If you want to find us, you can go to speakingtotheheart.org. Healthy humor. I feel like the show is rated R.
It is.
MA, mature audiences.
You don't want to share this with your kids.
No. And you don't want to listen to this if you're like a holy roly and can't handle but ass jokes.
But listen with your friends, because every time we say the word but, you can either do a shot or, I don't know, eat something, swallow a banana, whatever it is you want to do.
I love that. Every time you hear the word ass on the show, you have to take a shot. Ass.
Did you say ass?
I said ass.
And then if you want to hear us more, you can hear us on all the regular social sites. So make sure you go and find us on the typicals. iTunes, Stitcher.
SpeakingToTheHeart.org.
Well, sweetheart, I think I'll say goodbye and go have my dinner.
All right. Good night.
Bye.